G'day, I'm Pete Techman Coman, and welcome to the road to InfoComm.
Day and night, skyscrapers rise, touch the sky. In New York's heart, I'll reach so high.
A special Tech Effects series where we give you a sneak peek at all the cool tech that you can expect to see at InfoComm. And to help me on that journey is the bearded man himself, Mark, the bearded tech Skehan. How you doing, Mark?
Pete, I am super good. I'm super excited to introduce this guy on the screen, Mr. Dean Heckler, owner and president of Heckler Design.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show on the road to InfoComm, mate. Really good to see you. Can't wait to get into this a few more minutes because there's some really cool, exciting news that you got to talk about. You've got lots of new products. We've got InfoComm coming up. It's like next week. Talk to us about what you have happening at Heckler and what's the big bomb to drop for next week.
Yeah, I think we have a few small bombs to drop next week, and then we have a big bomb to drop next week. We're expanding our rolling stand line. We have rolling stands now for Rally Board 65. We have a rolling stand now for Surface Hub 3, so dedicated stands for those devices. We have products that'll ship at the end of this month that'll be on display to support Microsoft's Express Install initiative, the Heckler Express Install rolling stand, and the Heckler Express Install tabletop stand. We have new Modesty panel options for our lecterns. Credenza Neo will be on display for the first time. We've been shipping those for a couple months. A lot of exciting things, lots of new color options.
Yeah, did you have some of this stuff on show at ISC? Pete and I were fortunate
We
enough.
did.
The rally bar cart had that there.
Yeah.
We had an early version of that on display, and then the early versions of Express Install. Those are going to be shipping at the end of this month, and so we refined those since the show and we'd like to bring them out on display, get a lot of feedback, and then take that back and refine the designs before we go into production.
Yeah, you've always been about form and function and sleek design, haven't you? That's that part of your design ethos, obviously.
Yeah, always make sure it looks good. Make sure that we're motivating customers with the desire that they just like the way that the objects look. We know in this industry, our customers, a lot of time, our direct customers are integrators, and they have to get the buy-in of their customers. So we need to give the integrators a product that they can just show their customers, and just by looking at it, the end customers can say, "Yep, I like that."
And not only does it look good, it has to be functional, but it also has to be high quality as well, right? Because we all know that, especially like things like the carts, they get moved around a lot, they get banged up. The last thing you need is for a leg to fall off, and then it's just destroyed thousands of dollars worth of AV equipment that's attached to it. And we all know there's a lot of cheap stuff out on the market, and it's, you get what you pay for, but you guys, for me, you tick all three boxes. Aesthetically, beautiful product, the quality is there, and it's functional.
I appreciate that. It's simpler than that. It is, I just want to sleep well at night. I don't want to think that I'm coming into the office with any customer complaints or issues that, because took a shortcut anywhere. It's just I just when we ship these products, I want people to be happy, and no news is good news when you send these products out into the world. So everything's made in the US. They're made here in Phoenix. So we oversee all the production of the parts in and around Phoenix, and then they come to our facility. Wow. So we live with our products. They're not being made far away and then moved to a distribution center and we never see our products. Our products are 10 feet that way being produced. So it's hard not to want them to be over-engineered and overbuilt.
And most importantly, no tariffs.
Yeah.
I think the other thing from my perspective, and like you take Pete's design from the consultant, he's looking at the design element of that. But I'm an integrator, right? And so I look at how well is it made, and how fast can I put this stuff together? And there is absolutely no doubt. The ability and the ease of assembly for you guys is just like far superior over the rest of the market.
But also shipping, Mark. Remember, I mean, all
Mm.
the Heckler products come in very minimal shipping. Like, so there's no wastage. Like because
Yeah.
it does cost a lot of money to ship this stuff around, right? I mean, we're talking about metal components here, right? So there can be a little bit of weight to them as well, and bulk and size, and you're not spending a fortune on shipping it around the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We just have that direct communication channel directly back from designers, integrators, distributors, end users. And so when you hear all those challenges, when we start the design on a new product, I mean, we spend a lot of time talking about, well, no, if they have to install it like this, and they're going to have this in their hand like this, and a hex key here, and you know, we don't want that. We want them to be able to go like, you know, so it is an obsession of ours to work through all those little challenges of everybody that interacts with the product, not just the end user.
Yeah.
One of the many things that I love about you guys is that you really think about that whole process, whether it's packaging, whether it's shipping, whether it's assembly. The amount of times I've ordered something from Amazon, and exactly what you've said, you get like an Allen key to put it together, and it's like, well, you can't even really get the Allen key in there to tighten it up, and it's like it's just a poor design. You guys really think about that end-to-end process to make everyone's life a lot easier.
Yeah. A lot of times product design is done by outside firms. So a brand will hire a firm for a given product. And so that firm and those designers at that firm, as talented as they may be, they don't live with the product before, during, and after. We we are on, all of my staff is on a Slack channel with every input from every customer, you know, and we sit there all day long and you're like, oh, customer stripped out. We shouldn't have put a thread in that part, you know. Next revision, we're going to get rid of that thread, because that's the second time a customer wrote and said they stripped out that thread. And so over time, we can improve things as well. We do a lot of small batch manufacturing here in Phoenix. So it's not long before we can say, I'm going to take this opportunity and update that design.
Super cool. So you have a big bomb. We've held everyone out. But you've got a big bomb to drop. I've had a look at it. It is super slick. Talk to us about the new framework.
All of our products are meant to ship globally, and like I said, break down in small boxes. We get a lot of phone calls about global rollouts, because those are the types of products people want to specify on for a global rollout. But with all of the different room types, room sizes, construction types, raised floors to mountable wall systems, conventional walls, inability to mount a 50-inch display to a wall, you know, in a lot of offices. And then on the other end of the spectrum, they've got a few rooms where they want to do triple 98-inch displays, and they're not going to put all that weight on the wall. And they want to standardize on something. So our customers would do is pick through our catalog and pick different things. It just became clear that it would solve a big problem if there was one system where you could, the integrator, the designer, could design something suitable for an executive office that is a structure that supports all the equipment, all the load of the equipment to the ground, doesn't put a load on the wall, but that structure be scalable out to support the big boardrooms and the triple 98-inch displays. So we went back to the drawing board, and we used a lot of what we learned when we designed our mobile fleet rolling stand line that we introduced last year, and made this structure that is shockingly simple. It is a leg, a beam, and a column, just repeated on a perfect interval. And that beam has sockets that are VESA spaced down at about 38 inches AFF, below a shelf, so that you can put these columns into those sockets and support anything, put up multiple cameras, put up any number of displays, not just triple displays. You could extend this to, 15 displays if you wanted to, but something that's truly modular at its heart, super simple, and was a structure that the AV integrators could work with it separate from the design. So the paneling goes on dead last. When the paneling's on, it looks pretty conventional. Ultimately, it looks like a conventional Credenza cabinetry system, but it's fundamentally something different. And the creative choices that the interior designers can have to make a framework system match the decor in each room, wood grains. We are partnered with Feltrite, so all 42 colors of Feltrite rigid felt material could be the paneling material. So you can just imagine the separation of the AV integrators' work from the design conversations, and let the AV integrators ship a pallet load of legs, beams, and columns to a job site. Choose on the fly. Is this a single bay system, a triple bay system, and just move through a facility and load up all the rooms with a video meeting system. And then the panels can come later, and they just are placed into placed onto the framework toollessly. So I think it's a lot of what our other product lines were touching on, but ultimately our other product lines had limitations. It maxed out at dual 98 inches, or you couldn't put anything smaller than a single 65 inch, or you started getting into ADA issues if you had overhang. This is just one very simple system to standardize on and easily deploy to, offices around the globe. So we're really excited. We'll have a triple bay system with an Avacor 105 inch 21:9 display on it, on display at InfoComm. We'll be able to take the panels off and show you the structures and the storage systems. But I think it's really a Lego set for AV integrators that really is limitless now. So I think people are going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Well, I love Lego and I love Heckler products as well.
True. So then you say that you're going to have that set up, 21:9 screen. It's going to bring a lot of people to your stand. Absolutely no doubt. I think it's groundbreaking. So this is the road to InfoComm, Dean. People want to come and see you. They need to come and see. Do you know your stand number?
I do. I was thinking of it just 3371.
3371. Make sure you go and check out the Heckler stand at InfoComm, everyone. If you're following along at home, follow us on the Tech Effect on LinkedIn. Connect with Pete Coman and Mark Skehan, the Mark the Beta Tech Skehan, and I should say Pete Techman Coman. And make sure you come along the ride with us. Dean, we really look forward to seeing you at InfoComm in Orlando.